Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, as you can see, we're at the shop today. I'm actually going to be preloading the coilovers on Goliath on the rear. I've noticed every time I go over any little bump, the rear rubs, and the back of the car is not even that low. It's actually lifted decent height. So we're going to go and look at the coilovers, make sure that we can preload them to where they need to be so we can stop rubbing on the rear. But yeah, the car's right there, he's chilling, and yeah, we're gonna bring him inside. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, tap that notification bell, that way you can stay updated on the build, and let's get this day started. So we got the car in the shop. As you can see, where the front sits compared to the rear is a lot higher. So there's no reason that I should be rubbing on the back. But we're gonna go ahead and get Goliath on the lift and take a look at the rear coilovers. Alright, so right from the start you can see this coilover is adjusted a little bit. That spring doesn't really move much. But if you go on this side, it's all the way at the bottom. This coilover is not even adjusted, and the spring right here, see how that's moving around? So that's not preloaded. So pretty much what we're trying to do is, normally you would do this off the car, it would be a lot easier. But this top ring right here, you would just twist it to where the spring is snugged. And once you do that, this bottom ring, you'll bring it up to how it looks now. And then with the actual spanner wrench, you're gonna start twisting this ring and pretty much loading up the spring until you can fit the spanner wrench in between both of these rings. And that's usually a good rule of thumb to where the preload should be. And then you'll just tighten this bottom one, and then the coilover is preloaded. So that's what we're gonna have to do on that side for sure. So I took my tires off. Look at all that. It's just been chewing up the tire in the back. So I'm gonna put some penetrating oil on this thing just to see if it'll loosen up this coilover. And I definitely got to upgrade to disc brakes on the rears. Can't be having a turbo car with drums in the back. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let this soak up and see if they'll break loose. Alright, so this is the passenger side. Gonna go to the driver's side. You can see we're getting movement little by little. I can't seem to break this one loose. It's kind of jammed together with this one. I mean, it's been sitting for a while. The car's a little rusty. But at least this bottom one is free. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep turning this one with my spanner wrench. And it pretty much just hooks onto the grooves. And yeah, once it's hooked on, you can see how it's turning. And then I got my smaller spanner wrench right here that fits on the little one. And then I'm gonna try as hard as I can to break this loose. Because technically, if I just keep spinning this only, I'm adjusting the height. Because the actual threads in here are moving. So the height of the car is being adjusted. To preload it, I wanna move this. I wanna move that up without turning the actual threads on it. So hopefully I can break that loose and we can preload these springs. Alright guys, so we managed to get this loose. these two are moving, but this one right here, which is the main one I need to move, is still seized. I tried gripping this part right here, I put a rag on it. I cannot break this guy loose at all whatsoever. So it looks like I'm gonna have to end up replacing these coilovers down the road, because this is just stuck on there. What I'm gonna do for the meantime is just, I mean, as you can see, I already raised it up pretty high. So I'm gonna just lift the rear of the car up a little more, and hopefully it'll be just enough to where I won't rub anymore. But it kind of sucks. It is what it is, but this would just have to do for now. But at least you guys have an idea on what to do to preload your springs on your coilovers. And just to give you guys an idea how tight it was, my spanner wrench actually got bent. That's how tight that thing is. Alright, so the driver's side is adjusted. In the beginning of the video you saw how everything was just touching. Now we got some space in here. The car is lifted a little bit higher, so in the comments I'll let you guys know how the ride is, if it rubs or not. But this will have to do for now. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next. Peace.